10 actors who have never appeared in a horror movie, but should. There are plenty of top-tier actors who have yet to appear in a horror movie, but they would be fantastic if they were cast. A lot of actors get their start performing in lower-budget, smaller-scale productions, like horror movies. For this reason, horror is often one of the first genres that rising stars may find themselves appearing in. Thanks to the focus on gritty, dark, and often grounded stories, horror is a genre that lends itself well to being cheaper to produce. In turn, this has promoted an idea that horror actors are not always the most talented, but there are often hidden gems from incredible actors. However, as the genre's popularity appears to be on the rise in a big way, there are a lot of bigger actors who have never appeared in a horror, but they would be perfect if they were cast. Sylvester Stallone is undeniably one of the biggest action stars in Hollywood's history. He brought characters like Rocky Balboa, Rambo, and Barney Ross to life, and even as his age advances, he remains a huge action star, pumping out cameo roles and starring roles as a tough guy. Meanwhile, he has never had to go to the dark depths of a horror film. Stallone sticks primarily to sports and action hero roles, but he has also proven that he can channel a darker side in his work. Ideally, if Stallone ever tackles a horror film, it would be incredible to see him play a hulking villain who, despite his age, is a force of nature. Stallone still performs a lot of intensive action, and so he would be highly capable of starring in a unique horror movie as the villain, or even a solid hero who could push back against the forces of evil. Steve Carell had his big breaks coming in comedy roles. Starring in The Office and The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Carell's comedy skills are top-notch. That being said, as his career has developed over time, Carell has begun exploring many more dramatic roles and films that hinge on darker stories and emotions. In 2014, he came the closest he's ever been to playing a horror villain in the sports drama, Foxcatcher, where he played the aggressive and twisted John DuPont. However, his versatility and range feel like they haven't quite been explored in full just yet. His performance in Foxcatcher netted him an Oscar nomination, and his recent nuanced performance in Apple TV Plus' The Morning Show were also indicative of something tucked beneath the surface. Carell would be an incredible villain in a horror film, balancing humor with a darker secret that would add an air of discomfort to any film.